Have you ever wondered where to place your front thrusters? Well, you don't need to actually. If your ship got a long enough tail, it will be able to go backward just as well as if you've put your thrusters in front. Well, not as good, but good enough. Plus now you can turn so well that you don't need to worry about Jimmy sneaking behind you. But don't go make wall ships with that, please. Well, at least that would look better. What? It doesn't look good? That makes you think about a squid stuck into a wall? Oh, you're right. And yes, you can just put your thrusters inside. But no, that's for the same reason that that ship doesn't have any shields. It just looks better with that hose everywhere. But well, if you don't mind, then yes, go put your thrusters inside and have fun. Wait a second. Actually, that looks pretty good. So, we've got 3 weapons today. Well, 4 if we count that guy. The Buster, it shoots like this. Looks very nice. The sound is very satisfying at 1 speed. It's really not that strong though, so you might want to add a lot of them. Make a waterfall ship or something. But we already had a look at it in the previous video, so it doesn't count. So first, we've got the most beautiful weapon. Perfect for carpentry, featuring cutting-edge technology. This is the Saw Blade Launcher! Ha 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 ha! Cutting edge, saw blade, got it? Ha ha. So you need the saw blade factory to make it work, and the description says that the saw can detonate 2 times. The first time on impact and the second after penetration. So if I'm right, it makes a hole, keeps going, and makes another hole. Listen to the sound at 1/4, at 1/2, at normal speed, at twice, at twice the twice! Whoa, 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 whoa! Well, but to come back to the subject, no, they are not proton torpedoes. They're more like cannon shells. And they are bigger. So big actually that you'll start seeing saws moving around in your ship. Your crew is actually smaller than the saws. Or maybe you just played 48 hours in a row without sleeping. I don't know. I'm not judging. It will also probably give a hard time to the enemy crew if there was crew damage implemented. But for now... Have you ever noticed that the shells shot by the large cannon of the vanilla game actually look like fireballs, but don't actually ignite any fire? That's inadmissible! But we've got the mod for that. The 4-ball cannon from Akinata's weapon variant. The saw blade and the buster are also from that mod, by the way. I didn't say it? That's inadmissible! So the 4-ball cannon is a cannon that shoots 4 balls, but this time with a 20% fire starting chance. And they shoot the same shells as the large cannon that don't put any fire. That's inadmissible! No, that's fine actually. Less cluttering. I saw each shell got a penetration power of 4. I don't know what 4 is, but it goes further than 4 corridors. I saw it's not really precise, so don't expect that your 4 shots land all at the same place. Don't even expect them to land anywhere where you aim actually. But that's probably better like that anyway. That ship looks like it would be a good one to build something into. Don't you think? You can find that ship in the mods library by the way, and the ones before I put them in the description, and the ones after too I guess. Have you ever wished you could smash your reactor cores onto your enemy? That would be pretty nice, right? This is the Suicide Bomb from the same mod again, and it will grant you all your wishes and fantasies about smashing cores. Instructions are simple. Take a ship, put the bomb in front, and go ram into something. Results granted. Alright, technically, that's not a reactor core. It doesn't produce batteries, but it looks like one. Like a red reactor core. That said, you want something else with it. Because for now, well, you'll suffer some collateral damages. We need something that will make it an actual, proper, usable weapon. We are gonna use the Impulse Beam from the mod Super Weapon Starter Kit. And what that thing does is pushing your ship. Just put one of those behind a bomb, preferably aiming at the center of mass, and press auto fire. And it didn't work. Second pass. What the? We need a new target. There we go. But let's say you've got a big ship. There is a little trick you can use if you want to build scaled up missiles that are ready to launch. Put 2 impulse beams opposed to each other and put them on auto firing mode. And when you want to fire, you just have to self-destroy whatever is between your ship and the missile. You can also use those detached bombs from Akinata's weapon variants. What they do is that once an enemy vessel enters a certain range, it self-destructs. And if you make nightmares about your bomb getting shot and blowing up all your vessel, you can start by adding some armor around it. It is strong enough not to care too much about it when it explodes. Then you can add some shields and more layers of protection. And before you've realized it, you've built a V2 silo or a nuclear submarine. But let's try one of them in a combat situation. So let's launch that. Beautiful launch. Beautiful! Is it gonna hit the target? Yes, it looks like so. And it didn't work. Good! Well, this time, at least one of them is gonna work, right? Alright, which ones do you think are gonna hit the target? Let's see if this one is gonna hit the target. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? Alright, this one in the middle might do it. Yep, it looks like so. Yep, get ready for impact. Oh no, don't get intercepted. Yay! There we go. That was 1 out of, I don't even remember how many missiles that are now flying around in outer space. There is another way. Arm the bombs, target in range, and bombs away. Beautiful. And this is a hit. Alright, let's do another try. Yes, trajectory looks good. Alright, never mind. If you have better framerate than me, of course just add more bombs. You can use up to 10 control groups to make things easier. One day I'll get a better computer for that, I promise. But until then, farewell.